Hey, you sons of bitches. It's Spartacus.
And Honeybee.
And we're reporting on our March 22nd and March 24th fight nights.
Yeah, from now on, guys, what we're thinking we're going to do is just one video per week on the fight nights because they do get a little redundant and repetitive to make as well. So we're going to do like a Friday, Sunday night kind of combined video once per week.
Yeah, and since they're time consuming, we're trying to make me available to try to do other kinds of videos, maybe tricks and tips again, or even branch out to other games that we're playing as a community.
Yeah, a lot of sons of bitches out there love playing Sea of Thieves. They love playing GTA. I know GTA is a little older and everybody's like, but you know what? Some of those games are fun to visit. And me, myself, I've never really played GTA.
Many games are on Game Pass, and I have people that want to do maybe race Mondays and things like that. So we can talk about that later on the chat board or on Discord if you guys are not there already. And remember, register to the events on Wix because we have events coming up where there's going to be money prizes. And if you're not registered, well, you will not be eligible for the fight night prizes.
That's right. You won't be eligible for Sunday night. This coming Sunday, actually, Street Seeker is offering a $20 prize, and himself and myself will not be included in that fight. We've both agreed that we'll sit out. We really want to try to get all of you sons of bitches out there recruiting as many players as you can. So on Friday, this coming Friday, remember what I said, it's kind of like stable pony night. We want you guys to bring like 2 players each, maybe Herpy, Street, Liquidies, me, Everybody Dies, Baby Girl. If you're out there, all of you just bring 2 players and we'll try to challenge our players against each other. That warms them up. But also Friday night, and Street and myself said we will fight Friday night, but we won't fight on Sunday. So for the money cash prize, we won't fight there because we know we're champions.
And we're trying to encourage the new sons of bitches to use the registry and get used to the system that we're using to try to make this events run smoother and make my life as the managing of all that easier. So here's the final fight of Friday night. We have Hashman420 and Liquidies both fighting very hard for their first win, their very first championship.
Yeah, and we took place this time in the mines at Annisburg, and this was a suggestion by the community out there, and it was a nice location, right?
Yeah,
like look at the lighting.
Nobody to grief us.
A lot of people felt like it had the similar lighting to the original movie of Fight Club.
It's a lot like Fight Club. The lighting is a little somber, and a lot of people actually enjoy that for Fight Night.
Yeah.
So who's going to win this championship? Well, it was Liquidies. He sealed the deal.
Liquidies fun. And you know
also
what?
known as Mr. Bice Guy from now on.
Yes, because he got a sex change between Friday night and Sunday night, and now Liquidies. So
don't be surprised, Mr. Bice Guy is last champion. If you don't recognize the name.
Yes, and he changed gender from a female to a male. Oh, I loved this location, guys. We went to that just above Coulter there. There's that little farmhouse up there on Sunday night.
Yeah, so Sunday fight night, we ended up going outside, we dressed warm.
It's really like a bullpen, and our idea kind of was, I know Slavster helped me find this place, and we kind of really thought, oh wow, it's really like a bullpen. You're waiting for your next fight. You see some, we had a couple issues though, of course. We had like horses coming into the corral when they shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's what happens a little bit with the outdoor venues.
Yeah.
We have a little bit more issues. However, the lighting is beautiful.
Oh yeah, I love the snow
The setting
here.
change was nice for a change.
Yeah.
We were able to get a couple fights in.
Here's some new players. Fallen Rose, another new girl. I always like to cheer for those girls out there, you guys. Come on. We want to have a whole section of us girl gamers.
We had a lot of great newcomers coming to the fight nights, and that's great. And that's what we like to see.
Actually, I have to say thanks to Brutal and to later on you're going to see Rend. Both of them have allowed me to advertise our club on their club walls. Actually, they both have clubs, and they've allowed us to advertise Not Those Sons of Bitches fight nights.
Well, cool. It's great to have
newcomers,
join the community like that. Yeah. So, as you can see, Hashman420 was fighting a new member, Spaz and Nomad. And, well, Hashman has a bit of more experience at our events, and maybe that's why he was able to seal that fight right now with a big left hook. And that was it. Now, here comes an interesting fight. Honeybee was fighting, we won't name him, but a really poor sport. He's been coming to a couple of events, and every time he was acting stupid and silly and complained, and always had some criticism to say. So, Honeybee
look at this! And I kick his ass even when his horse kicks me.
He called his horse by mistake, the remote control.
I love to see that. I love to see that. I can knock your ass out.
She knocked him out. And unfortunately, the poor soul could not deal with the humiliation.
Yeah, and this
so
is why.
So he came back. and through Dynamite. So this is why we encourage sponsoring and vetting to the new Sons of Bitches to weed out these assholes.
Definitely.
And that's all I'll say about him. So
we went back to the caves and our safe zone.
We know very well that is safe, and we kept on going with our fights.
Yeah, and here's Coda Stays Cold, another newcomer, and Tim. I tell you, Tim is actually he has been involved in another fight club before this, and he's now introduced me to those members. You're going to see them in a few minutes, and he said, like, I can't believe how much fighting we're doing lately, and it's so incredible. And he's got all these different fight clubs together.
Yeah, we have Jodex and Ancient Teddy here, two of the same crew, brother versus brother.
Of the
and like
Treehouse Gang.
The Sons of Bitches, we all face each other. We're all Sons of Bitches on the same roof.
Yeah.
So they duked it out.
I love their orange outfits. They always come in, like, look at this style. They were saying, actually, some of us Sons of Bitches should either roll in orange or yellow or white like that, what we're saying in one color, so that when we're all together and there's like 20 of us in 3 different posses, we don't shoot each other, right? Because then everybody's all stressed out and freaking out and saying, there's red dots everywhere.
So anyhow, Jodex ended up winning this fight, and moving on, I'd like to thank those boys. They did security for us that night and did a great job of it too, by the way.
Okay.
And they decided to fight for us.
Yeah, they sure did. And I'm actually happy, Jody. Thanks a lot, Jody and Teddy, for coming out and fighting because they didn't want to. Here's Rend, 187, another leader, actually, of the Boxing Association. One of them that's been created for Red Dead, actually around the same time, I think even a little bit before, Not Those Sons of Bitches.
Yeah. So I was glad to greet him to our club. I fought him first, and well, I had to teach him a little lesson.
Yes, but he was a little bit bitching and moaning and saying that he was receiving messages from Sons of Bitches or from other people at the same time, and he reminded us to let you out there know in the community that it's important sometimes to turn off your settings on your Xbox, right? So if you don't want to get messages or things like that, or have a little lag or a little delay,
kind of helps.
Yeah, because we can't, obviously, you can't hold us responsible if you're lagging on your end because you're getting messages from people,
and
right?
Distracted fighters, that's also a great tip. Don't send them a message or talk to them while they're fighting. It's a great courtesy.
Yeah.
So we had to move on towards the finals, and the fighters were fighting for the final slots. I had to fight Honeybee to keep my position into the final, and here we go. We end up fighting each other a lot lately, and the tendency is the same every single time. I work my best. I get very close. And then, well, you'll see, in spite of all my efforts, she'll knock me on my ass.
I can't help myself. You know, I
even thought I had the vantage point at one point. You'll see, I was kicking her. I was like, I have this sealed. And, well, nah. You'll see, she reached out with a vicious hook to knock me out. So this was the final fight of our Sunday event, sorry.
Yes, and it ended up between two champions of two champion fight clubs. Not that I'm the only champion in those Sons of Bitches, but I am one of them. I'll take that credit. And Rend is also one of his fighting champions. He also has another comer that might come next week. I think his name is Heavy.
Although he was his first fight night with the Sons of Bitches, he has a lot of fights under his round.
Okay, so really quick, while we're watching this fight unfold, I just want to remind you that next Sunday, it's going to be a $20 gift card from Street Seeker. There's going to be no Deadeye or posses allowed. The cards are okay, so get yours rolling out there, man. Get those cards purchased. You must be registered by 7:30 Eastern time. That's when we're going to cut off the roster list. I hope that everybody loves what we're doing out there, and you comment on YouTube, and that you like and you subscribe and that you share. This was one hell of a fight. I have to say, it's got to be one of my toughest fights I've ever had. And you know that I am a son of a bitch that loves to fight. But this Rend, man, was he giving me a run for my money. Earlier on, he had smashed my head into the rock, and he said, are you ever going to let me go for that one? And I said, never, buddy, never.
Well, we had some of our champs that have been taking breaks in the last couple of weeks to let a couple of newbies and the new members have a chance for a championship. And, well, tonight's champion was Rend 187. So we have a new champion.
Congratulations, buddy.
And
you were a hell of a fighter.
Our champs that will be coming back to the fighting soon will be surprised because the caliber is raising every fight night.
Which is why Street is actually giving that $20.
Some force to reckon with.
Yeah.
And they're going to be surprised. They'll be a little bit more challenging than the last time they showed up.
Don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube channel if you haven't already done so, and to sign up at the website at www.notthoseSonsofBitches.com. Don't forget to sign up to Discord and to Wix. And here's your stats.
Yeah, so we have the stats for both events. Here are the stats for the
Friday.
On the Friday.
Yeah.
And after this will be followed. Here they go. The stats for Sunday's event. All these stats will also be available on our website. So please make sure to subscribe and become a son of a bitch.